Welcome, Aries, to your Astrodice reading for August. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you and a small horoscope for the month. Okay, Aries. Best message for Aries, please. Best message for Aries for the month. What do we got? What do we got? We have Leo coming out with some Mercury and in the seventh house, excuse me, seventh house. Okay, so what is it? It is Mercury. It's that communication, talking, writing, traveling, thinking. Okay, and doing it with Leo energy. Talking about flamboyant, dramatic, proud, passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief, just knowing that you're doing what you're doing. Anything that you're communicating within this month is going to really be passionate and knowing what you're saying and being proud of it. So really something of self-belief is going on here in the seventh house. This is talking about long-term significant partners, romance, business, or family. So yeah, hey, you know what? I have some things to communicate. This is what I believe. This is what I'm proud about. Okay, getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. It is going on in the beginning of the month. Talking about taking a risk. So communicating about taking some kind of risk. It could be even a risk just to communicate this with someone. It could even be a Sagittarius that you're trying to communicate with, Aries. Doesn't have to be, but whatever it is, it feels like I am going to take this risk, feeling very risky at the beginning of the month, knowing that you're going to take leaps and bounds for this communication. It's a persistent one, and here comes that communication, maybe communicating to a Taurus. But however it is, it's a risk talking to them. It's telling them about whatever it is you're doing. It could even be travel. You might even be traveling and feeling like, you know what, this is the leap and bound that I need to do, and I'm going to communicate this with you. Yeah, wow, look at the communication. And it does feel like it's you, Aries. It's you telling them, I want to travel. I have this call. You might have even gotten a call that says, you know, it's a blessing. Some good news came in, and you're telling someone else that this is the good news that you've received. So it just feels like a lot of communication going on in the beginning of the month, where you're communicating with someone about a message that came into you. And like I said, it could be a risk, could be a business ordeal. Take it how it resonates, but wow, how beautiful is that, right? Hey, I got to take this leap of faith. And maybe that's what it is too. It's a call that comes in that says, I'm going to take this leap of faith. Wow, yeah, definitely. And it might even feel like there might be a little self-sacrifice going on to have to do this. I mean, if you have to travel out of the country, maybe you feel that this is kind of a little risky, especially during this time with all this pandemic stuff going on and all this stuff. So it might feel a little risky towards you or for you. Maybe you have to self-sacrifice your job or being away from someone for this. So yeah, but it feels like that's what you want to do. You reflected upon whatever it is that you want to say, whatever it is you're going to do. So it does look like there's been a lot of insight going on and really thinking about the situation at hand. Whoever you're telling, they kind of feel like you might be kind of, it feels like a Taurus, guys. Look at that, Taurus again. They could feel like you're kind of leaving them behind. Could be a significant partner if you're taking a job somewhere else or something. A family member might feel like you're kind of leaving them behind in the cold. You're not feeling the best out of this situation because I do believe they feel like you're leaving them. But you're telling them, no, it's going to be okay, you know? Hey, you've got the hopes and promises, and with the Ten of Swords upside down, it's like, well, you have to understand this is what's best for me. So just really feel like you're communicating to let them know everything's going to be fine. I'm not really leaving you on the cold, kind of like I'll be back kind of scenario over here. where you didn't feel like you were going to get this blessing and this message. It does feel like the Eight of Cups, this was kind of out of the blue. Why? Because it didn't feel like you were ever going to get this message, this opportunity. So it's definitely an opportunity that you've been waiting for a long time. Queen of Wands. Wow, this message really made you self-confident. And this is really self-assuring. And it really, it's that Leo again, right? So it's knowing that you have the self-belief that this is going to work out. So whatever is going on in the beginning of the month, you know this message is going to be the best thing for you, even though it kind of makes other people feel like they're being left behind. Could even be another job, right? If you're leaving another job behind, that boss could say, hey, you know, but I liked you here. I'm like, sorry, I gotta go. Okay. So some great news coming in. And in the mid-month. Feels very business-wise. Two of Cups. Ooh, backsliding relationship. It could be the relationship over here with this other person who's, when they say they're feeling like they're out in the cold, like they're leaving, it almost feels like they feel like you're going to leave them forever. With the Two of Cups over here, this communication is showing of a healthy, united communication. I do like that because it's showing that you're communicating the love, or someone is communicating the love towards you. So there's a lot of great promises over here with the Two of Cups. It's good communication all the way around. And it is showing cooperation. So there's a lot of cooperation within the communication. With the Hierophant upside down, there's that Taurus again. I'm telling you, if you guys aren't dealing with the Tauruses, you know, it could be anybody, but Spirit's going to let it know it's that Taurus. They do feel like they still have a backsliding relationship, even though you're still having cooperation and your love is still healthy. Feels like they do not like this message that they have. It feels like you might be going away on a business trip or something, right? They feel like they're being put out into the cold, however you want to see it. Could be just a family member themselves. I mean, hey, it's like, hey, Mom, I got the message that I'm going to college. Woohoo! Oh, man, I'm sad. I don't want you to go. It's like, I want you to go, but I don't want you to go. There's a lot of peace and harmony and the perfect timing right now. So it does feel like the communication and the travel, wherever you might be traveling for some of you, it is the perfect timing. It's something you've been waiting for, the perfect timing. And it feels like I've been waiting for this. Well, of course you have. You've been waiting for this blessing, this message. So finally it's coming through and you feel like, wow, you know. But with the Hierophant upside down, this backsliding relationship of this, we'll call it Taurus, there's a little drama going on. So they might be acting, wow, like a little dramatic over here. Here comes that Leo drama coming in. Being a little over dramatic, being a little over emotional, feeling like you're leaving forever, or don't want you to leave the job. Maybe it's a boss who really, you know, enjoys you there and they don't want to see you go. That's a Three of Cups, so it's definitely the Three of Cups syndrome over here. And what it is it's, you know, it's you, them, and the message, right? The new thing. And it's showing, yeah, they just don't like this. It's just, for them, it's painful. It's sad. They feel like they're being separated from you. So there is some separation issue going on over here. They definitely don't like this. Because they know, yes, it's going to change their world. They feel like their world is being flipped. They feel like everything is changing where they don't want to feel the change. So yeah, they're kind of acting out a little bit. The Four of Pentacles, it's almost like, well, you're going to let this go. You have to let it go. You want them to let it go. So there's, you know, and letting it go. Just allowing it to do what you do for your own self-comforts with the Queen of Cups. You're going to allow your own self-comforts to come in. You have to do this for your own self-belief. You have to do this for your own self-love. They have to understand this as well, though, that this is where it has to be. You can't be negative. You know, you're not going to feel any of the real disappointments or negativity. Look, of course you're going to, look, they're really upset about this. So of course it affects you a little bit, right? But you just cannot allow it to affect you to where it's all of a sudden it's like, well, fine, I won't take it because it's affecting you so much. No, you have the self-belief to say, you don't understand. This has to be this way. The Leo and the proud and the dramatic and the self-belief and that fire energy of that Leo is going to stand up and say, you have to do this, right? Oh gosh, yes, there it is, the Emperor, because you know you're the Emperor. This is where you're going to get your firm foundations. This is your calling. So whatever it is for you, Aries, it's a calling for you. This is going to make you stable and make you feel like you're the king. You're finally got your foot through the door of whatever it is you need, and this is where you have to be, and they just have to come to this realization. The end of the month, 8 of Swords. Well, you know, I'm a little in my head because yes, I had to travel away. I have to travel away, you know, and it's almost like your person's over here saying, well, I don't know if the grass is going to be greener where we live. I don't know if the grass is going to be greener where they're going. You know, and that's just because they're unsure of the situation still, because remember, they still causing kind of all this emotional distraughtness. But for you personally, the 8 of Swords, yes, you're a little in your head about the communication. There is some anxiety. Oh yeah. Of course, you're starting something new. This is all happening, and it's all happening fast. Absolutely. And you feel like we're in Taurus, is not supporting you. How can they support you? If anything, they just get you anxiety up because they're over emotional. They're kind of starting this drama with you. They don't want to see you leave. They don't, you know, this new business adventure or, you know, whatever it is. They don't want to see you go. So you don't feel like you have the real communication with them at the end of the month. It does feel like they're kind of backing down, not really at service for you. They're not giving you any ups, that's for sure. They're not giving you any real support, right? You want the 10 of Cups from them, but you're not getting the 10 of Cups from them. You would like them to be a little more happy for you, but you're not seeing it because they really do feel they're losing out. They feel they're losing you. Excuse me. 9 of Pentacles. Hold on, let me get you something to drink, guys. Okay. Now 9 of Pentacles upside down. They're like, wow, I hope your new house and your new area is a lot better than it was over here. I hope you're actually feeling it. Was the grass greener where you are? They feel like you're being lured away. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, they feel like you're being lured away. There's just nothing else, right? This opportunity, yeah, there it is, Knight of Cups. This opportunity has lured you away. They're not feeling it. That's why. But with the 10 of Swords, it's like, I've got my victory. So you know with the 10 of Swords that you're just going to release this. You're going to surrender to it. You're going to allow yourself to just get the victory. Why? Because you're going to end up surrendering and saying, no more anxieties. I'm going after what I know. I have to stay in my self-belief and stay strong over here and continue to keep going where I'm going. You just really cannot be worrying about the, we'll say Taurus, right? Because if we continue to worry about their discomfort and stuff, it's not going to give you anything but confusion. So you have to stay clear and aware of the direction that you're going in, right? Not allowing them to burn your bridges, allow your ships not to come in. You know, there's no listening. You have to be bold, no matter what it is. And it's going to be a little rough for you guys. A little rough because of them, right? Otherwise, it's awesome. Otherwise, it's really awesome, and you know it's awesome. Oh, yeah, look at that. Great judgment. Great judgment call. It's got the justice. This is totally justified. It's balanced. You know where you're going. You know, yeah, look at that. Perceiving exactly where you know you need to be. So, no, I'm sorry. It's like, sorry, mom. Can't do it. I got to go. Right? Whatever it is. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love.